and the alt-right, chances are it's not something that any normal fucking sane person should be upset about. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah. It's also weird when you see people defending the statue of Robert E. Lee and they're from like Chicago or somewhere in the North.
Well, yeah, and then the whole, even if the Nazis, I would have thought that the Klan would have been against the Nazis in World War II because the Klan is supposed to be the most American patriotic, stand up for your goddamn beliefs in your country and salute your flag, and them immigrants are taking our job. But the Nazis, even though they're American now, were based in Germany, and they had to be mad in World War II. So when did they sign that fucking treaty, that peace treaty? The whole thing is fucking stupid.
By the way, a little aside, I always try to find the humor in things because the world is so fucked up. When did David Duke seemingly get a facelift? Did you see him on TV at the I was about to say convention, but at the protest where he's there, they're interviewing him and he looks like the Catwoman now. I mean, what the hell?
No, I think it's just his regular bleaching because he wants to make sure he's white enough.
Okay.
I think that's taking a lot of the wrinkles off. But no, so anyway, you get every rotten person in America in all of these groups goes to poor little Charlottesville, Virginia. That's a wonderful place. And they think nothing going to happen. Of course, people are going to protest that they don't want these fucking morons in their town. And without even going into people getting run over, this one fucking guy. But the point I'm making on that in a second is back with Trump. But of course, people are going to protest. And that's what these groups want, is they know nobody wants to hear their bullshit. But they know that something's going to happen, and that's what they're looking for. And when they give these permits for freedom of speech and freedom of assembly, once again, I know it's a constitutional right, freedom of speech. Where do we draw the line? And people should be allowed to protest. Well, when it's obviously a bunch of fucking assholes that are going to stir shit up and people are going to get hurt and physically whatever the fuck, you ought to be able to, as a city, as a goddamn city government, say, fuck you. Take it out on a goddamn field outside of town. And then if the protesters want to go out there and y'all get into it, that's your fucking business. And leave our citizens alone. They ought to have that fucking right. Would you not think, to dispel people like this from the middle of fucking town?
I think so, especially, again, there's free speech and then there's hate speech. There's a difference. But also notice they were in Charlottesville, Virginia. They weren't marching in Harlem.
Yeah, well, man, goddamn, they'd have got their asses fucking kicked there, probably.
Yeah, they selectively picked a place.
Yeah, they did pick a non-threatening fucking location. But okay, so anyway, then coming back to Trump, since he botches international crises, how does he handle the domestic crisis? Well, they had to fucking hold him down, kicking and fucking screaming, for him to not get to actually name all of the groups that are responsible for all this shit, because that's his fucking supporters. And he didn't want to fucking knock them. He actually said, I condemn the violence on many sides. No, there's only one side of this fucking violence. The one side run over the other fucking side. That was the side. The side that got run over was not a side that was in the violence. On purpose, at least. You dumb fuck. You big dumb fuck. You illiterate big dumb fuck. That makes these goddamn statements that somebody has written for you, and your vapid monotone delivery betrays the fact, you fat fucking pig, that you have seen this shit for the first time and you don't even fully understand all the English words that are coming out of your own fucking mouth. You disgustingly bloviating flesh bag.